Hello everyone. In this video we want to continue talking about mitosis. Actually I want to make focusing more on the phases of the mitosis. Just to remind you, we said for the cell cycle it's interphase, then mitosis, then cytokinesis. And for a mitosis it gives like two identical cells. They have the same genetic material, okay, and they are the same exactly as the parent cell. We have mentioned for the interphase, during the interphase the DNA is duplicated to be prepared for what? For the mitosis process. And for the mitosis they are four stages or four phases. We want to talk about them no more now. I'm going to show you this figure here. This figure here, it shows mitosis. I want you to look at this one here. At the beginning, if you look at this figure, at the beginning, which is this one, which is the parent cell, as you see here, which is the parent cell. This parent cell, it has chromosomes. Here, this is the interphase. The DNA is copied in the interphase, and here they have like this DNA and this DNA. These are two. They start to be copied in the interphase, and as you see, these are the centrosome. These are two centrosomes that I mentioned last time. For these DNA start to be copied, and this one it will give another copy, and this one it will give another copy. The duplication of the DNA, it happens where? In the interphase. Now let's move to the second phase of the second step of the cell cycle, which is the mitosis. For mitosis, it has four phases: prophase, 2 metaphase, 3 anaphase, 4 telophase, and telophase at the end of telophase, which is the cytokinesis, which is the third phase of the cell cycle. Let's start talking about after the copying of the DNA. The DNA or chromosomes start to be condensed and will be shorter and will be more visible. They will start to make the X shape. Here chromosomes pairs up. Here duplicated, they pairs up and make the X shape and start to be connected to each other in the centromere, as you see. Look here, the centrosome start to go to this side and this side. Okay, next. And this is in the prophase. And what is the other thing in the prophase? The nuclear membrane around the genetic material breaks down, right? Now, the second phase of the mitosis, which is metaphase. In the metaphase, look how the chromosomes start to line up at the middle of the the middle of the cell. Look, and this is the first chromatid here. These are sister chromatid, and this is the second chromatid. Each one of them is connected with a mitotic fiber spindles. Okay, look how this one is connected with this side, and this one is connected with this chromatid. Each one from each side is connected with one chromatid in the same chromosome, but from different sides, right? So chromosomes line up at a quarter, as you see here, and they start to be connected with what? A mitotic spindle. You have to write these notes while I'm talking, guys. Okay, now what is the third step? After they are connected with the mitotic spindle, in the anaphase phase, what's gonna happen? These mitotic spindles start to be shorter and start to pull these chromatid to the opposite side of the cell. Look how this is the first chromatid and this is the second chromatid. Now they are separated from each other and they will go to the other side of the cell. Then in the telophase, which is the last stage of the mitosis, in the telophase, a nuclear membrane start to be formed around these chromosomes here. These chromosomes start to be less condensed now, and the cells start to pinch inward. At the end of telophase, the cytokinesis started when the other part of the cell start to be what? Division, which is the division of the cytoplasm. And here two cells will be produced, as you see. Each cell is identical to the original cell as we started with. Look how they are the same. They contain the same genetic material. Always in mitosis, one cell, it gives how many cells? two cells again. And the mitosis, it happens where? In eukaryotic cells, and and also in the body cells, somatic cells. Okay, let's ask different questions here, or general questions, to make sure that you understand the lesson. The first one, the three stages. What are the three stages of the cell cycle? Interphase, mitosis, cytokinesis. What are the phases of mitosis? The phases of mitosis, they are prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Okay, so also I want to ask a question. What is mitosis? If I want to ask what is mitosis, what is mitosis? Mitosis is the division of a nucleus into two nuclei that contain identical genetic material. Let's write it here. The division of mitosis, the division of a nucleus, okay, into two identical, or into two nuclei, okay, that contain identical genetic material. This is the definition of what? This is the definition of mitosis. Okay, now let's I'll ask another question. Why doesn't mitosis occur in a prokaryotic? Why? Let's write it here. Why mitosis, or doesn't mitosis occur in prokaryotic or prokaryotes? Because they don't have what? A nucleus, for sure. The answer, they don't have a nucleus. Okay, I'll ask another question. What would happen? What would happen if DNA didn't duplicated or duplicated during interphase? Actually, the new cells will not contain the same set of chromosomes, right? So this is the question. Now the answer, if they don't duplicate it, they will not give the daughter cells will not be the same. They don't have the same genetic material. So here the new cells formed through cell division, okay, would not both get a complete set of DNA, right? So here this is the answer. I'm going to ask another question now. What is cytokinesis? What is cytokinesis? For cytokinesis is the division of cytoplasm of this parent cell, is the division of the cytoplasm of the parent cells. Okay, another question, let's ask, during what phase? During what phase do chromosomes line up? Which phase of the mitosis actually, which is in metaphase, right? The other question now, during what phase, during what phase, okay, do they separate? Actually, which they do the chromosomes. I'm asking about do separate. I'm asking about chromosomes. When they will start to give like a sister chromatin, they will be separated from each other, which is in anaphase. The answer here, which is anaphase. When do chromosomes condense? When, the other question here, right? These questions are very important, guys. The question now, when do the chromosomes condense and become visible under a microscope? Actually, when we said in the what? In the prophase, right? They're starting to make the X shape, right? Other question I'm going to ask for this: what happens to the chromosomes during anaphase? These questions, they might come as multiple choice questions, right? Here the chromatid, the answer separate into two identical chromosomes with which move to opposite sides of the cell. Okay. The last question is gonna be in what phase? In what phase? Okay, does the cell or does the cell's nuclear membrane break down? In which one? Which is an prophase. So this is all in general about the cell division, or the actually which is the mitosis. If you still have questions about these steps or how to study them, you can send me your question. Thank you for listening.